Oh, good. Yay. Are you running? Perfect. All right. So in here we have different heights for the dog to get on. We're trying to socialize this puppy. So we want the dog to have as many good experiences right now while they're young and touch as many different textures. And so this dog would really know pine straw, and maybe you have bark and cement and grass and anything else you can do. So so I've got all these things up here in little heights so the dog gets used to and isn't afraid, because this is the time that you introduce new things to the dog. At about 5 months of age, which comes really fast, that door to new thing, being receptive to new things. Do you know what that means, you girls?
No.
Okay, receptive means, oh, I'm happy to do that. I like that. I'm open to that. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so that door closes on dogs. It closes on wolves and deer and wildlife right away. It's like, I don't trust anything that I don't know. And I know mom. Okay? So, but on dogs, they're a little open to it. You'll see dogs that, the dog that I like is a dog that's neutral. Like the dog I have right now, Haven is not a neutral dog. Haven freezes when he's uncomfortable. So if he sees someone out on the walk and he's uncomfortable and he freezes, and of course he has that boxer look, which makes people uncomfortable. But so I try to hook them up when I see people, have them on leash when I see people, so that they don't get uncomfortable, because he'll just stare. He's more afraid of them than they are of him. Now, that person that he was just afraid of out there on the sidewalk could come in and sit down on the love seat, and Haven would be all over him. Or he would come out here into the training room, because this is a really good experience for him, and he would love all over all four of you. But on the street, you know, it's like they don't necessarily generalize a behavior to another situation. That's why you'll hear owners say, well, my dog does this at home. And that's because it hasn't generalized it to doing it here or in a group class. Or say it just hasn't generalized that behavior. So that's why you teach it. When you're first teaching, you teach in a room with no distractions, small room, and then take it out in your backyard and you start to teach it. And then you start to teach it on your walk. So you get the dog to the point where it's like, oh, you know, well, I'm comfortable doing this behavior anyhow. They have to generalize the behavior. So this is considered enrichment for a dog, which is pretty essential for a happy dog. You want the dog to be able to entertain itself. These green things and the gray thing are called snuffle mats. They are not expensive. You can make them, but you can use a bed like what's up here as a snuffle mat. Anything, and I put, like right now I put sort of ground up dehydrated liver in there, which Zelda really likes. You could put cheese, you could put dehydrated chicken in there, you could put like mozzarella cheese or something, something shredded like that. You could put her kibble in there. It gives her the opportunity to use her nose. The minute the dog is using their nose is the minute that they have started thinking. Okay? Up until that point, they're in the lizard or dog part of the brain, the knee-jerk reaction part of the brain, the part of the brain that just does. The most interesting thing I think I know about dogs is that they're amoral. They have no morals. It's what's in it for me. They live in a world where it is either safe or it's not safe. They don't think they do anything wrong. If they do it, it's right. It's a dog thing to do. Now, that doesn't eliminate that they know when they displease you. They're very aware. But are they guilty about it? No. Although they might look like they're guilty about it, they are not guilty about it. You have to have morals to be guilty. They have no morals. Once you sort of understand that, every time you call the dog's name, if good things happen, like it doesn't have to be a treat, it can be personal play, it can be a tug toy, it can be fun for the dog, that the dog is probably going to be coming 100% of the time, because the dog's going to know, when you say my name, that's a good deal for me. If you're sort of stern, Haven, no, if you use the dog's name in a disciplinary or a harsher or, a disapproving manner, then it's going to be 50-50 whether the dog comes to you. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so that I think, no, let's make it a good deal for the dog. Let's make it a good deal, because otherwise you're getting behavior you don't want. Okay, so you don't want the dog not coming, so you make the effort to make coming to you really a fun experience. You're happy to see the dog's happy to see you. Right now, in the beginning, I used treats a lot, and I use treats because I want to tell the dog that's a behavior that pays. This takes it to the bank, all right? And that's why I'm going to ignore when I don't want it, because reinforcement or giving a treat or giving personal pets or tugging with the dog or throwing the ball or the frisbee or whatever, that is called reinforcement. Also yelling at the dog, being unhappy with the dog, telling the dog no, down and pushing it away, that is also reinforcement. In the world of learning, you have to go back to B.F. Skinner, and there is reinforcement or punishment. Reinforcement means the behavior increases. Punishment means you're looking for the behavior to decrease. Now, I don't ever use positive punishment, but I do use negative punishment where, if a dog is misbehaving, I might gently put it in its crate with something self-soothing. So there, I've taken it away from the pack. So I've subtracted something the dog wants, okay? So negative is add or subtract. Positive punishment would be an electronic fence, an electronic collar, a prong collar, a choke collar, things that elicit pain. So you teach the dog that if you do this, it's going to be painful. I try. Well, I don't try. I do not do that. It is. I find it not as effective as I'd rather reinforce it. I'd rather the dog does it because I have a relationship with it and it wants me, rather than, oh, if I do this, I'm gonna get a shock. Okay, so so these are ways. The dog hasn't gotten to a lot of this stuff. A lot of this stuff is interactive. This purple thing, you could put kibble in that, and the dog will learn to see how smart this dog is. It's like, well, let me just dump this out on the floor. One of the, a dog gets the zoomies and stuff like that. I don't really encourage that or laugh at that or find that fun. I try to get them engaged in something with their nose at that point. I might, say they're outside and they get the zoomies, I might toss a handful of Cheerios into the grass and let that be a natural snuffle mat for them. So, and this dog will get very sharp about what pays. She will be right there with you. She'll be watching your hand, reaching for that treat. So, when you tell the dog they've done something a behavior that you like, I have you tell the dog in a single word. That would be, I would say good or yes. Something that Elliot and Violet like, that would tell the dog, yeah, that's the behavior I wanted you to do. That's a good behavior. What do you think? Good? Yes? What
should we say? Good?
Yeah, good.
Good. Okay, so good is good. Good it will be. You'll probably use other words too, and that's okay because it's going to be in the inflection. Do you know what inflection is?
No.
That means the tone of your voice. Okay, so if it's good, it's like bingo. It's good or good. Which, not as appealing as good. So, what Zelda has now is a Walmart washcloth that's been wrapped tightly, and then I've used strapping tape. These are really good, and you can have several of them. And these are really good as distraction tools that don't cost very much money. Strapping tape is that tape that's reinforced. Walmart does carry it. But I use, and these are easy to stick in a pocket or something like this. But we're going to go through a bitey phase. And you're going to want to have something on you to give the dog to demonstrate what you bite. Okay? And so, do you girls understand that if the dog comes up and tries to bite your fingers or your arms or your legs, you want to give it a toy. You want to give the dog something that is something you want the dog to chew on, because you don't want the dog chewing on you, right? No. So we don't want to encourage that behavior. So we're going to look for things, really, and you can have a bunch of inexpensive things. You don't have to go buy a whole lot of expensive stuff. This over here, this is, has, the light green has a sweet potato mixture on it that I get from Kong. Comes in a tube, and it has that, that's a licky mat. Those are very inexpensive too. These are absolutely great for engaging the dog. Now, as the dog gets older, if the dog starts to destroy something like that, you know, you're going to move on. Or destroy a snuffle mat, you're going to move on to something that will stand up to the dog. Some dogs are like crazy about destroying cloth things, you know, they just, I don't know, you know, we all have those types of things. This right here, hey buddy, you haven't noticed this, have you? No, you are so cute, look at you. You are so cute. This is a gorilla root. That is the root of the tree. And how big do you think this pup's gonna get?
28 pounds.
The vet said about 28.
28 pounds. So that's a medium, which probably at 28 pounds, what do you think? She's 10 now?
17
She's
right
17.
She's 17.
Yeah.
Wow. So another 10, so she could probably use it. This is a smaller gorilla root. This is wood, and most dogs like wood, but it doesn't splinter like sticks. So this is a toy that you could put in the crate. Do you crate train her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a toy, this is a self-soothing toy you could put in the crate. If she's not destructive, that's a self-soothing toy you could put in the crate. These, let me get over here. I hate to be, these are, this is something that you could take her kibble and you could wet it, and you could add a little Greek yogurt and a little applesauce if you wanted to, maybe some blueberries or something. And you could stuff this, and then you could put, this is how she eats in the morning, which will give you probably 20 to 30 minutes of peace. Okay? Because puppies are exhausting. So you make their, so you're going to soak the kibble for about 15 minutes until it's soft, and then you're just going to shove it in there and let her have at it. And then you could, this is 2 different toys. These I put together, and I have some kibble and some Cheerios in there, and they learn to roll that around, and it pays. Okay? So this barnacle pays. This pays. So they learn, oh, well, you know, and that makes noise. That is not a toy that Zelda's playing with now that would go with a dog that was particularly destructive. Okay? But these, if you feel these,
Oh, wow.
are very well made toys.
Oh. These are hard.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah, so this could have innumerable problems, you know, especially if the dog, you know, ate this and then got into the plastic and all that. That can be something that you don't want. But if you have a dog that's gentle with toys, you know, it's going to depend on, I mean, that's going to be a personality trait. It's nothing that you've done, you know, that would have that happen. But those are pretty fun. Anything by Westpaw, made in America, and they're great. That little pink toy right over there, that's a Westpaw toy too. And if you don't have a dog that destroys things with squeakers in it, then you're going to be okay. So, girls, can you help me start to pick some of this stuff up?
Sure.
Okay.
Is that a lot?
Yeah. And then we'll put it up here. Wonderful. Yeah. Pick the little stuff up. I'll take that. Thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, so do you girls have any questions?
No.
No? Did you understand everything?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you dog trainers now?
Yeah.
You're dog trainers extraordinaire, aren't you? And what's the word that you're going to use to tell the dog that that's the behavior you want?
Good.
Good. And what are you going to do when the dog does something you don't want?
Just ignore it.
Good. You girls are amazing. That's amazing. So we can do a couple of things. I normally like to start to teach a recall, because I think that that's really an important. We can do some mat work if you want, go to place. And from the mat work, you'll get the sit, the down, the sit, stay, and the down, stay. So, but you tell me, she found the looking mat. This is another looking mat that has suction cups. And this is nice if you want to start touching your puppy all over. You want the puppy to know it's okay, for me to touch you wherever I want to touch you, including your front paws. This is where it starts for nail clipping. It starts right here. This is a suction cup. It's got a lot of suction cups on the back. You can get one of these at Walmart. It's got 5. It's not going to stick quite like this one sticks. These aren't expensive either, and you'll get like 3 of them. But it goes right there. And then while you have the dog engaged with this licky mat, you can start to pet it or brush it or pick its paws up and start to get it used to you touching it all over the place. When you'll touch its ear, and as long as it doesn't, do something like this, you can touch its ear a little bit more, and then maybe you'll pick up its ear, and then maybe you'll get to the point where you can put the flashlight there, push the ear back and look at, because this is the time when the dog has an ear infection or an eye infection, that is not the time to be teaching it. It's okay for me to touch you, because remember, that's novel, that door closed. Those things have to be introduced slowly. Now, it doesn't mean a dog can't accept something new or novel. It can, but it has to be really done slowly in small parts. Okay, so you want to teach Zelda to come?
Yeah.
All right, so the way you teach a behavior like come is you wait till the dog is already doing it. And then you say the word. That way, you have set everybody in the equation up for success. And you don't want the dog making a whole bunch of mistakes. You want the dog succeeding, okay? Because you know how you feel when you make a mistake. It's like kind of shut down. That learning center kind of shuts down. So, all right. So we're going to go right there. Okay. I'm going to pick this up. And she really likes snuffle mats. And I like to have this gray one out because you don't have to get a garish green or blue. You can get something that might kind of go in your living room. I normally pick it up if I've got a dog that would get destructive with it. And then 7 o'clock at night, I might set it down with some goodies in there, and because that's when you want to sit down and put your feet up. Yeah. And that's normally when the puppies get wild. So you want to give it something
So, here you go.
to help it. All right, so here we go. Now,
Come. Good girl.
there you go. And see how good you did,
Mm-hmm.
Violet, because she was already coming to you. So here's how I practice this. I start to move. Dogs are really, really interested in movement. Zelda, come. And then I toss that out there, and I start to move the other way. Zelda, come. And I toss it, and I come this way. Zelda, come. So I'm teaching her the word. Zelda, come. Oh, that. Here you go. There you go. There's a couple. Yeah. And here's a little cookie scatter for you. You were a good girl. You were a good girl.
Good girl. Good.
All right. So who wants to try first?
Me.
Okay.
I'm trying first.
All right. So, whoops. Can you pick that up? Thank you. All right. So you're just going to start to move. And now, Zelda, whoop.
Zelda,
wait.
come.
No, wait till she comes. Zelda, come. And then, yeah, now come back this way. Not too fast. Zelda, come.
Good girl.
All right.
You gotta say the word.
Say the word while she's walking.
Okay.
So turn around and just move in that. Zelda, come. Good. Now toss the treat out in front of you.
Zelda.
There you go. Whoops. She didn't catch it, so you got to make sure she sees it. There you go. Now start back this way, Violet. Zelda, come. There you go. And now toss a little cookie. Good. Now start back this way. Zelda, come. You see how she starts with the movement? She starts coming.
There we go.
So there's a couple of reasons for this.
Oh, look. It's a
Real
tree.
scientific reasons. Dogs are one of the only mammals that follow our gaze and the direction our feet are headed. So if I'm like this and the dog's over there and I tell the dog to come, he doesn't know the word, she doesn't know the word, I'm giving it a mixed message because I'm looking that way and my feet are headed that way. Have you ever seen a dog agility trial on TV?
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay, so that is all done with your body movement. If you drop a shoulder, you'll take that dog off course like that. If your feet are headed or your vision's headed the wrong way, you know, your dog is off course. You're doing great, Violet. All right, so Elliot, are you ready?
Alright, push it up so I'll let you know.
All right. So you've got it. So you're going to start moving, yeah. And when she comes, now, Zelda, come.
Zelda, come.
There you go, and toss your cookie. Now come back here towards me.
Zelda, come.
Yeah, there you go. Now Zelda, come. There you go. Yeah, now start back that way. Good.
Zelda, come.
Perfect. Perfect.
There you go.
Yes, perfect. All right. Now wait till she starts coming. There you go, Zelda, come. Wonderful.
Nice job.
All right, beautiful job. Both of you. Exceptional. Do you know what exceptional means? Okay, good. I don't want to get over my skis here. All right, you did great, Elliot. You can keep those. There'll be another time for those. Mom?
Alright,
All right,
let's do it.
there you go.
Oh, your turn, Mama. Your turn, Stripey Zebra.
I'm going to kind of sit down and
So come.
yeah, start back there.
Zelda,
Now,
come.
There you go.
Yeah.
And call her name, let her know. Now start back this way. And when she's, Zelda comes.
Zelda, come.
Good, perfect. There you go. And start back towards the other corner.
Zelda, come.
Perfect.
Zelda, come.
Lovely.
Zelda, come.
Perfect. All right. Wonderful. Tim, there's Cheerios right by you. There's a cookie jar full of Cheerios. So, that was absolutely perfect. I think, Kim, if you put a little lilt in your voice, like bingo, you know, think
Okay.
about bingo, that you get more enthusiasm from her.
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to make Tim put a little lilt in his voice. All right, start back this way.
Zelda, come.
There you go.
Good.
Yeah, now start back the other way. Yeah, there you go.
Zelda, come.
Beautiful.
Cookie scatter.
Uh-oh.
There you go, cookie
Got it.
scatter. There you go, you guys.
Plucking the
All right, so you've got it, okay?
Zelda, come.
See, I moved. You see how they are just drawn to movement. All right, I'm going to have everybody move their chair into a space. Like, here we go, space
I'm
over
moving mine to right here.
here. Okay, yeah,
So why don't you put it?
Spread out a little bit.
yeah, we're going to be in a circle. Put it right back there. All right, so everyone should get some Cheerios. 4 or 5 Cheerios, okay? Go ahead, stick it in. You know, we do, right here especially, we do a lot of Cheerios because I want to cram as much information into you guys as I can in an hour and a half. So, all of your trainings are going to be no more than 10 treats, 30 seconds, no big deal. So this one, we're not going to use the word come, we're going to use the word pup, 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 and it's going to go pup, 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 pup. Yeah, good. And then I'm going to sit back, and somebody else do it.
Up, up, up.
There you go. Tell her good, yeah, before you treat, good. Tell her good, and then treat. Perfect. Go ahead, Elliot.
A little bit louder, I think.
There you go. All right, Dad.
Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop.
There you go.
Good girl.
Good. There you go. You got it.
Good. Good girl.
Yeah. A little louder, Elliot. There you go.
Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Good girl.
There you go. Perfect, Violet. Wonderful. Whoops.
Water break.
Water break. All right, so this is a fun thing to do amongst the 4 of you. This is your emergency call when your dog is not fluent in come. Okay? So there is no point in saying come, 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 and the dog, you know, is off engaged with a squirrel. And when we're teaching come, you notice we're running away from the dog. So if the dog ever door dashes out the front door, Pup, 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 you can try, and if it's been a really fun game amongst the four of you, may or may not come, but you know. But the other thing to do is you start pup, 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 and you start running in the opposite direction. You turn your feet away from the dog. It's the hardest thing to do the first time, but you will be more successful because the dog will chase you. And as far as chasing, you always let the dog chase you. You do not chase the dog. You will not win, and it will become a game of frustration for you. And you'll go, why did I do that? We teach so many behaviors inadvertently. So you can see both of these games being done in the house, but then taken outside to the backyard. And then over here to the gazebo. And if you're not too sure, you can go to the dollar store and you can get 6-foot cheap dollar leads or leashes. And you hook them together and then hook one on the dog, and you've got a long line for $6 instead of $36, or God knows what it costs now to get something like that. But you will also use that because when we start playing games with the dog, we'll start using a longer and longer leash. And you'll be a distance away from the dog. I always say anyone can train a dog when it's on leash and it's no more than 6 feet. But can you get that dog to listen to you when there's 30 feet between you? And that's what you are so good, Zelda. What a good girl. What a good girl. So now you have two. One, you're teaching the word. Oh, that's your tail. Oh my goodness, that's fun. Ah, just sit back. Good girl, and I'm waiting. I don't disengage. Here you go. There you go, pop, pop, pop. There you go. I don't disengage when the dog has done something. That's important because your job is to reinforce the next behavior you can. And that behavior in jumping is going to be when the front feet.
Only one person could do it at a time. She's got an itch.
Good girl.
Okay, Elliot. There you go. Good. Excellent.
Good.
Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop.
There you go. Very nice. So, if you remember to tell the dog that they did what you wanted them to do. So it is good, and then the treat goes down. It's good, and then your hand goes into your pocket to get the treat. So it's always the marker word which has to come on the heels of the behavior. The treat does not have to come on the heels of the behavior. And as the dog learns, you're going to have that further and further away from, a longer time. You're going to be adding duration, between the marker word and the delivery of the treat, so that they start to learn patience. All right, so this is to me, really an important skill to teach. Tell me what you're looking for.
Well, I mean, this is a good start for sure. She does need some work on walking on a leash. You know, she's
Okay.
pulling, getting distracted
Of course.
very easily, so just kind of keep her moving and not pulling. I mean, we know now a little bit about how to get her not to jump, just kind of
Yeah.
ignore it until she's done, and just pulling on clothing is a big thing that she's doing right now.
Yeah,
as
that's
part of the
going to
jumping.
be a phase that she's going through. So that is about stopping the movement. Stop moving. Because they're totally drawn to moving. So stop moving. The minute the dog disengages, you're going to mark that behavior and treat. It is, you can teach the dog the behavior you want. You cannot teach the dog not to do that. You just can't. You teach it what you want it to do. Oh, all dogs learn differently, and some dogs take longer to learn one thing than you think they should have. But it takes as long as it takes, you know, and the important part is that you stay consistent. Your dog will be as consistent as you are. So if your dog's not doing it and you get discouraged and start slacking on the routine, then your dog will never learn it. You just keep on having the faith. It will happen. It will happen. So, go ahead. I'm sorry.
She's been pretty good. I mean, we've already got her around other people. Like, we walk her to school, and a lot of kids will
Perfect,
stop and
yes.
pet her, and she's fine with that.
Yeah.
She's not quite sure about other dogs for the most part.
Okay.
But, yeah, I mean, I think the walking and the not jumping is going to be the biggest thing, really.
Good. All right. And then when we start, when we have other sessions, I'll show you how to teach drop or leave it, because you're going to want the dog to drop things that you don't want the dog having, like the reading glasses or, you know. Oh, what a good girl. What a good girl. Yeah. How about down?
That would be good.
Good girl. Good girl. All right, so down, I like to use a mat because all of your dog training skills are about communication. So this is just giving the dog something to be on. What a good girl. Yeah, what a good girl. That's different than the floor. So I'm going to, you're
Way
squirming.
different than the floor, isn't it, Zola?
Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to lure her, and I'm going to lure her into a sit, and I'm going to bring this down. Yes, that's it. Oh, that was good. Oh, that was good. So, luring or capturing the behavior. So, luring, think magnet, refrigerator. Their nose is the refrigerator. This is the magnet. Put the magnet on the refrigerator and lure them in the direction you want. And then raising it is sit, and putting it down between their paws gives you down. Good girl. And if you do this as much as sit, you know, dogs sit because, you know, it's the first thing that comes and it's all, oh, and big deals made of it, but they don't do down that often. So I'm gonna put this on the pup. I'm gonna raise it, and then I'm gonna put, yes, that's it. That's it. Yeah. So we're gonna have a get it cookie. Get it. Go get it. Go on. Come on. Come on. Get it. Yes. Get it.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, that's very good. Good girl, Zelda.
Good
Good girl, yeah.
Oh, those are hard.
See, already, you see how the behavior is starting to increase? It's like, oh, that pays? Well, let me do more of that.
Are you trying to take a nap here, Zelda? You can take a nap.
She might be starting to take a nap. I'm going to show you a method for teaching loose leash walking. But I want you to remember you have a baby. So, excuse me, that's very good. Very good, yeah. So, if you use good on a regular basis, you'll get to the point where that word comes out of your mouth and this dog's looking for a treat, okay? So, let's put her harness in, where is that? Yeah.
Oh.
So how is she getting into her harness and,
Pretty good.
Just gonna put it on.
okay, so this goes here. All right, so come on in here. What a good girl. Yes.
Well, Zelda, that's a harness, not a toy.
Okay, come here. Come here. Look at this. Look at that. Yes, look at that. Yeah. Look at that. Uh-huh. Here we go. There it is. There we go. And we just lead her right into that. Okay, so we let her know that reinforcement's available. Then we put the reinforcement in front of this. And then we don't go for a struggle. We want to go for a walk. We don't want to go for a struggle. And we don't want to teach her that she can be all wiggly and that's okay with us. It's not okay and not fun. Especially when you gotta go. I mean, you're thinking about, I gotta go. So, a few Cheerios on the ground, yeah. And then you just hook this right up with no muss, no fuss. And then it doesn't take the dog long
Good job,
to
Zelda.
learn that this is a time when I'm quiet, not when I'm calm, not when I'm all wiggly and crazy, okay? All right, so
You can take yourself on
this
the
is a very simple method. This is a young dog. I would do this, how long a walk do you think you do?
It's probably a mile maybe total.
Okay, so 15,
So do I.
15 minutes. This is a 15-minute a day for 4 days, and you'll have a dog that loose leash walks. I have to take this off because it has become a distraction. Well, maybe not. Okay, all right. So come on. Can you get it? These old hands don't work so well. Oh, brilliant.
Zelda, come here.
Okay, so here we go. So we're walking. I like to do this right down here because cars don't go down there too much, very seldom. And it's a boring space, and the road's normally shaded, so it's not hot, red hot asphalt. And you want boring, you want to do this. You could do this in a church parking lot, you know, somewhere. And I know this has been an exhausting for a puppy. How do you expect me to do all this? So this is how this goes. Let's go. We tell her what we're going to do. Let's go. If you walk her on your left or your right?
Usually on the left.
Okay. So let's go, Zelda. Come on. So we're outside and we're walking. And we're walking. She starts walking. She starts walking back that way. So maybe I turn and I walk back there. Let's go, Zelda. Come on. Let's go. She's too tired. Okay, are you too tired? Let's go. And she's on the outside, and she's on the outside, and you're walking a big circle. Let's go, Zelda. Let's not pivoting. You're walking a circle and you're encouraging this, I would say 3 or 4 minutes max with this young a dog.
Mhm.
She's just too young. But you want to get the dog moving in a circle on the outside of you. So I don't care if you go counterclockwise or clockwise. Whenever she lunges or pulls or does any of that, you just start walking in a circle. And stay off the soft surfaces that have lots of smell. You're much better off on the asphalt than you are in the grass because you're competing with things you don't know about. And she does. She has so much more information about the environment than we have. What's happening, kiddo? What happened, huh? What happened? Yeah, let me get this. There you go.
What's happening, Dad? What do you smell?
Yeah. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Too tired. Too tired. Too puppy tired. You'll have a quiet house. Remember, anytime you reinforce calm, do not reinforce nutsy cuckoo behavior. Reinforce, let the nutsy cuckoo behavior go. You got a puppy, you're gonna have nutsy cuckoo behavior, you know. Just ignore that. But the minute it stops, you always want to reinforce that calm. And you want to bring the dog towards you when you do it. Because you want to, you're teaching, putting your attention back on me pays. So say it's out here and it's nutsy cuckoo and you just put the treat there on the nose and bring the dog in here and then lift the treat a little bit. The dog goes into a sit and you mark it and treat. Okay? So I'm going to send you, doesn't seem like we did a lot, but we did a lot. I will send you video, and I don't have video of the circle method, but I have written instructions on it. The fact of the matter is a circle is the direction your feet are going. So just think of it that way. However my feet are going, you want the dog on the outside of you. You're making a circle, so I'm going counterclockwise. So I got my dog on the right. I'm going clockwise. I'm going counterclockwise. I got my dog on the left. Well, I just confused myself. But anyhow, and it can be an oval. It can be a horseshoe. And then you straighten out. And as long as the dog is walking loosely, which is swimming out in front of you and not pulling, then that's fine. And then it pulls again and you do the circle. And if it's still pulling, you do the circle a second time. And then you start to walk straight again and see how it's doing. It takes, you might do, in a 15-minute time with an older dog, you might do 100 circles the first day, 50 the second, 25 the third, and maybe 5 or 10 the fourth. It's an amazing method. It either works or it doesn't. I have yet to have a dog that it didn't work with. And I've had everything from a Newfoundland to a Chihuahua. So this one we can do a little bit more of it next week, I think. And then that will be. So how was it for you? Did I bore you to death?
No.
Oh, maybe a
It's
little
quite
bit.
interesting.
Well, you girls did really well, you know.
That's it. Yeah, all right, you get the treat.
So keep it on the dog's nose and lift it up a little bit. Just over the nose, lift it up. There you go.
All right.
You got sit.
Good.
Alright, let's try it again, Zelda. Alright, stand up, Zelda. Stand. Sit.
So put it down here at, no, not on the floor. Yeah, now you've got the stand. There you go.
Well,
not too high, because you don't want to jump it. If you put treats up here, dogs go up.
Good.
So treats, at their nose. Do you want to try down?
Yeah.
You remember how to do it?
So get her to sit.
Sit, Dada, sit.
All right, so you come out, there you go. And now, so get her to sit. You're gonna lift that just a little bit. There you go. Now bring it down between her paws. And move it out and out. Whoop, on the ground and just move it out in and out very slowly. Here, let's try it again. All right, come on.
Hop up, hop up, hop up, hop up.
There you go. Good, and now down between her paws. See, it has to go, Violet, watch. It has to go, we do the sit, and then this goes right here between her paws, and then she slides into that down, okay? If you have it out too far, she'll stand up. And then you gotta put her back in the sit.
Let's see. Zelda. Zelda.
Good.
Well, he didn't slide so much there.
Are you gonna bite?
She got all the way down though, that's good. And she'll do that. Now, once the dog is doing a behavior like 8 out of 10 times, you can start to name it. Dogs, the last thing that they get is oral, because they don't do that. They speak to us in body language. Most of the time it goes over our heads because we don't bother to learn when they're whispering to us. But we know right away when they're yelling. So just watch the body language and have fun with her. Have a good time. You are a sweet puppy. Where'd you get her?
Final victory.
Oh, I love that place.
We told them that we were going to work with a trainer in our neighborhood, and they said we should direct you to them. Like, they gave us cards for a couple other trainers. I don't know if that's something maybe.
I have to tell you.
He might have all you wanted this time anyway, but.
Yeah. They're a little far out for me. I went with a client to them not long ago because she was looking to add another dog, and I went to do a temperament test with the 2 dogs. And that's a long way out from here.
It is in West Columbia there.
Yeah.
We had 2 dachshunds before, and one passed away almost 3 years ago,
Yeah.
and then the other one on Christmas Eve last year.
Oh,
So we've been wanting another dog, and she's
Well,
been-
if you've
she's been
had
great.
dachshunds, I have to say, dachshunds are not the easiest dogs in the world.
Yes. It's been a very different experience already.
Yeah, dachshunds are not the easiest dogs in the world. They can be pretty tough.
Come here, Bob.
And then I think next week we'll do some mat work. How is she when the doorbell rings?
Well, doorbell doesn't often ring. But,
Okay.
so far she's been good. We had some people come over last week to kind of meet her, and she was good as they were
Okay.
coming in.
All right. Cause if she gets, and she's young, I mean, the way she is right now is not gonna be the way she is at 16 weeks. She's young, But this is the best time to teach. Because the rest of the time you're just gonna be you'll have basics, and you're just gonna continue to get those basics there. And most folks, they want a pet that, isn't a pain in the neck, doesn't bite, knows when to lay down. They don't wanna go into the more advanced, oh, you are so good. You are so good, yes you are. You are so good. See how she knows sit pays, and she comes and sits in front of you. she's doing that because she smells the treats,
Yeah.
and I should have treated her when she got down, because that would have told her what pays, but I missed it. So just know, you will miss it as time goes on. Well, it was very nice to meet all of you.
Yeah, it was very nice to meet you. I think we got a lot of work on this week.
Good try.
You've got plenty to work on this
Yes.
week, you'll have fun.
Bye, do you have
Yeah.
All right, you ready? There's gonna be a big noise, let him know, let him face the door.
Look.
A big noise.